kitchen, and today we are doing a fish dish. Yes, a fish dish. I really wanted to do red snapper, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to like 4 different stores. They were all sold out. So I came up with sea bass. So it's just gonna have to do it, right? So we have 4 pieces of sea bass. They gutted it for me. They did all the work, so I didn't have to do too much, but just clean it with a little bit of water and vinegar and some salt. And we cut the tails, we gutted it, and we have 4 sea bass. Again, I wanted to do it with red snapper because that's like my favorite fish, but they didn't have none. They were sold out. We have some white rice and some beans, some pink beans. All right, so for the breading process, I put some cornmeal and some flour. We're gonna mix that right on up. I just washed my hands, and we're just gonna mix that right on up. And what we're doing to the fish, we're gonna do with our flour, our breading base, right? We are going to season our breading base as well, because it's not gonna taste good if it just tastes like flour and cornstarch. So again, we have flour and cornstarch. We are going to be seasoning our flour as well as our fish. So let's get started with seasoning our fish. You already know I have bay leaves, I have oregano, I have sweet lime pepper, I have adobo, of course, salt and pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. I cut little pieces of yuca, root of the yuca, and I'm gonna fry them up. I think I did it maybe twice in my life, so let's see how it tastes. So we're gonna have white rice, pink beans, yuca fries, and fried breaded fish with flour and cornmeal. I wanna start already. So we're gonna take 1 lime, and we are just gonna squeeze that right on up on our fish. All over, right? Take the next one, just 1 lime, right? Right on our fish. Okay. I want to get some things in the blender. I have orange pepper. I have ginger, fresh ginger. I have some garlic, fresh garlic. I have some onions that I'm gonna put in the blender. Remember, we have ginger, we have onion, we have cilantro, we have green onions that we're just gonna throw in the blender. We're gonna throw all this in the blender. Green onion, orange onion, ginger. I said orange, green onion and orange onion. Green onions, green pepper, orange pepper. And we are going to squeeze a lime juice into here, right in here. Okay, so we use 2 limes, okay? 1 lime is for our mixing, and the other lime I just put on our fish. Okay, so what else? Again, garlic in here, green onion, white onion, orange pepper, green pepper. What else? And then some lime, and we are going to put some olive oil. About 3 to 4 teaspoons of olive oil. We're gonna close the top, and we're gonna mix this right on up. We're gonna blend it. Lord Jesus, I'm putting it on the wrong way. And we're gonna blend that up. That's gonna be our wet base. And then we're gonna have our dry rub for our fish here. So I'm gonna start with the seasoning. I'm gonna put some pepper, right? Now the bay leaf, I wanna put it inside. So I'm gonna use those for later. I'm gonna grab a couple of them, and we're just gonna put some bay leaves inside. I'm gonna grab about maybe 3 each fish. So I'm gonna just throw a couple of side in here. Bay leaves are very strong, so you don't wanna like overpower it, right? So I'm gonna throw everything in this one little jar because again, we're making a rub. 1 pack of Sazon, right? I'm doing 1 teaspoon of this, okay? 1 teaspoon of adobo, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of onion powder. Mix that right on up. All right, so we just go and start seasoning up the fish. Again, we cleaned it, we gutted it. We put 1 lime. Just gonna move this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Here we go. You wanna get inside, you see? You want to get all in there. You want those flavors to marinate all into that fish. Normally, I would have seasoned this earlier, but I want to show you what I'm doing. You want to maybe season your fish maybe a half an hour to 20 minutes before you fry it. That's what I normally do. All right, so we got all those flavors going in to each other. Oh my goodness. I smell this already. You see that? That's how you want it. Okay, so we are going to take our sauce that we made for our fish, and we're just gonna open the fish up and put it right up in there. You see what I'm doing, right? This fish is gonna be well seasoned. Woo! That looking so good, smelling so good. We did a rub and we did like a wet, I guess a wet sauce that you would say. All right, boom. We are going to put this to the side and we are going to start heating up our pan. I'm going to wash my hands and start heating up my pan. Remember we have these bay leaves, right? So I'm just going to put maybe 2 in each fish. So you guys can see I put 2. 2 in each fish, and then I'm going to close it up. Boom. I'm going to put 2 bay leaves in each fish. Then I'm going to just close it up. 2 or 3, depending on the size. I'm going to put this one in here. I'm going to take this one out because I need another one. Okay. I have my flour here. Real quick, I'm just going to season my flour. A little bit of pepper. The same stuff that I seasoned with. Again, let me wash my hands. So, some oregano, some pepper. I put some onion powder. I put some adobo. I put some garlic powder. I put some sweet lime pepper. And I'm just going to, why not? Just maybe put another bay leaf in there. All right, we're gonna mix this on up. So we seasoned our flour with the same seasoning that we used, right? We used adobo, we used oregano, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and sweet lime pepper spice. And we're just gonna throw one down, as you can see. Those 2. And there goes 3. All right, 1. I want to get all the sides. You see that cornmeal, all those seasonings. You want to leave the head because it looks pretty on the dish. It might look scary to y'all, but the head looks pretty on the dish. Oh, the bay leaf fell out, and put that bay leaf back in. Here we go. And last but not least, bread it on both sides. Make sure you got a good coat on there. All right, here we go. And we're just going to get rid of the flour, right? Hey, I'm back. All right, so we have our 4 fish. Look at how it's nicely breaded on both sides. Looking pretty and beautiful. Right, we're gonna start with the first one. You hear that, right? Let me show you. Okay, we have one down. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. When I'm done frying it on both sides for about 6 to 7 minutes, I'm gonna pop them right in here, and then I'm gonna just throw them in the oven. So I'm gonna start preheating my oven right now. So I think I'm gonna start heating up my pan for the yuca fries. I only cook yuca fries like once or twice in my life. They came out okay, I'm gonna be honest. So we're gonna attempt to make it, why not, right? All right. So you guys, you see how pretty that looks? Want it to break? Okay, we got it. Yes. So again, we did like maybe 5 to 6 minutes on each side. We're gonna pop them in the oven once they're done frying. Again, for about 10 minutes. I have white rice. I have some pinta beans. Right, so you can see the final, well, not the final product, because I'm going to pop them in the oven for, again, maybe 10 minutes, not too long. You don't want your fish to dry out. Lord Jesus, I'm popping out. You don't want your fish to dry out. So just another like 5 to 10 minutes. We'll check on them, and perfect. I got my yuca. I'm just getting my yuca out. Just throwing on some salt for these yuca fries. They don't look bad. They don't look bad at all. Okay, I'm gonna start plating. Less than 60 minutes. White rice with beans. Arroz, let me say in Spanish. Arroz blanco con habichuela pintas. I have some potatoes in the beans, as you could see. I have a fried sea bass and some nice yuca French fries. Tell me that does not look good. Tell me that does not look amazing. Less than 60 minutes. I'm going to try it. I don't know what to try first. I'm going to try the fish. Amazing. I'm going to have some more of that first. Look at that. So we have some sea bass, white rice with pink beans, and some yuca fries. Again, less than 60 minutes. Check me out on Thursday with your delicious snacks. And again, next Monday, I won't be on live. Thank you so much. Go subscribe, please. And check your girl out on YouTube. Thank you again. Have a good night. Bye, and God bless.